Chargers 27, Texans 7. Preseason Week 1, 2026. At NRG Stadium. This is a schematic identity recap from the Decision Lab desk. Not all 22. Not next-gen tracking. Not a PFF unique cell naming of screen, play action, or coverage. Justin Herbert did not play. Trey Lance started. DJU closed. Third down finished 6-for-12 after a 1-for-4 first half. ESPN never named a screen. PFF never opened a unique cell for this Chargers-Texans game. Public context. OC Register. August 12. Mike McDaniel said preseason would not show Week 1 concepts, and not as much motion. Treat this as a backup script, not the Herbert McDaniel regular season install. Both sides sat starters on purpose. Harbaugh held about 15 Chargers starters. Houston rested Stroud, Nico Collins, and a select core. The box. Chargers, 379 yards, 6.3 yards per play, 23 first downs, 32 minutes of possession. Texans, 209 yards, 4.0 per play, 10 first downs. Pass gap is the game. Chargers 275 net through the air at 8.9 yards per pass. Houston 98 net at 4.1. Rushing was a near wash. 3.6 versus 4.0. Chargers never faced fourth down. Houston went 0 for 2, including a stuffed 4th and 1. Against a 2025 regular season warehouse ruler, the margin lived entirely in the dropback game. Chargers 8.6 net yards per dropback. Houston 3.8. League line sits near 607. 20 points of margin on one axis. Chargers won despite losing the turnover ledger 2-1. That ruler sizes the gap. It projects nobody. Starters versus starters is not what we watched. Lance, 12 of 20, 164 yards, no scores, 1 interception, 2 sacks, rating 65.4. DJU, 6 of 9, 120, 1 touchdown, rating 146.8. On 9 attempts against Houston's deepest reserves. Mills had the only Texans score. Mertz was short of the sticks, then left with a right knee injury on a scramble just before half. That is a real Houston roster consequence. Watch Friday Imaging. Amar Johnson is the roster story. 6 carries, 17 yards, 2 rushing scores plus the 2-point run, 2 catches, 68 yards, including a 55-yarder. That is exactly the game a bubble back needs, and exactly the line the desk should not overread. 1 long catch inflates everything. No screen name. The 193 rule holds. 2.8 yards per carry is still 2.8. Causal tiles from ESPN tokens only. Pressure tax 4. Inside run 27. Outside 18. Off tackle 16. Scrambles 5. Short 30. Deep 2. Screens named. 0. Play action. Wait. Coverage. Wait. Defense box. 4 sacks across both sides. 11 tackles for loss. 15 third down stops. Chargers held Houston to 4 of 13 on third and 0 for 2 on fourth. Number 50. Amar Johnson led the Chargers with 7 tackles and a tackle for loss. Honesty. We do not name screen from yards after catch. We do not name coverage from pass breakups. We do not name McDaniel jet from camp copy. This game did not prove the Herbert McDaniel Week 1 offense. It did not prove a named screen, play action, or coverage family. Chargers offensive line starters sat. The line that produced 379 yards was a reserve group. No YOLO. No next-gen tracking. Beat notes on who held up our context tier. Not snap-verified claims. Next checkpoint. Thursday, August 20th. San Francisco at the Chargers. SoFi. NFL Network. Watch whether Herbert and McDaniel debut there or in preseason 3. Watch Lance vs DJU snap order. Watch Slaughter at center or guard. If a PFF unique cell for this game ever opens, we retrofill the weight tiles. Until then, the card stays honest.